Today, I am presenting a vocal theory of mine called the seven drawers breath activation theory. This is a concept that does not exist in human history. I specifically research vocal techniques that are unknown or not yet understood by others. The reason I guide students to only open drawer 4 when studying Claudio Villa is based on my years of observation, reflection, and practical experience. I believe that most beginners, when singing folk songs or similar styles, tend to rely on drawer 1 oral cavity and drawer 2 upper palate mask area for sound production. However, this often results in a voice that is floaty, thin, and hollow. In my view, the reason Claudio Villa's voice is powerful and emotionally genuine is because he skillfully utilizes drawer 4 chest projection, creating a solid and impactful sound wave. I am convinced that having students focus on developing drawer 4 is the first step toward building a correct vocal approach for folk singing. I feel that if students do not first lock in drawer 4, they easily fall into falsetto, nasal mask resonance, or a rootless, floating sound. This type of sound may be bright, but it fails to convey deep emotion and lacks the penetrative power needed to reach the audience. Therefore, I intentionally prohibit the activation of drawers 1, 2, and 6, especially drawer 2's so-called forehead brilliance. If it is activated too early, it seduces students into obsessing over surface beauty of tone and causes them to lose connection with the body. I must help them first establish a natural sound field pushed from the chest, which is the mission of drawer 4. Of course, I do not deny that Claudio Villa, when singing high notes, also appropriately opens drawer 2 to create a sense of lift and brightness. But I believe this should only happen after drawer 4 has been stably activated. Otherwise, it is merely an empty, head-lifted sound. I also assert that, in Claudio Villa's vocal system, drawers 3, 5, and 7, i.e. deep pharyngeal space, posterior pharyngeal wall pressure, and subdiaphragmatic back expansion, belong to the deep, pushing drawers of dramatic tenors and are not necessary for the folk song style. I feel that Villa never relied on these rear-heavy areas of resonance, but rather achieved sound projection through emotional willpower and chest-driven explosion. I especially want to emphasize that drawer 4, chest projection, is the key vocal channel identified through my original clockwise breath distribution theory. Just like Mario Delmonico, who fully opened drawer 4 and used an exceptionally rare open chest middle register technique to project all ranges of his voice. His student, Gaston Limarilli, was also one of the very few tenors who sang with the same open chest approach, making a stark contrast with conventional tenors. To summarize, when learning Claudio Villa, the most ideal approach is to focus on opening drawer 4 in the beginning, with drawer 2 only moderately activated for high notes, and keep the remaining drawers closed or minimally engaged. This ensures a centered sound, genuine emotion, and forward-driven energy, rather than a backward collapse. This method is the true exercise approach aligned with Claudio Villa's style and the first combined result of my original 7 drawers breath activation theory and clockwise breath distribution theory. My students once told me that Caruso's voice came entirely from the chest and abdomen, from drawer 4 and drawer 6. I myself, at this moment, am not yet able to produce such a voice, a pure tone that is broad, flat, and unwavering, even without vibrato. And of course, my student was absolutely right. But over the past century, humans have gradually avoided singing the kinds of songs that are hard for them to sing. This has greatly limited vocal development, confining singers to a narrow range and leading them to sing with incorrect vocal techniques. Hasn't it? Let me ask you, which tenor today can produce a sound as supported, forward, and beautiful as Caruso, Claudio Villa, Mario Delmonico, or Gaston Limarilli? Not one. Why? Because people give up when they meet difficulty. And if you back down from a challenge, you'll never master true vocal technique. But you, my students, you have me as your teacher. I can teach you to sing any kind of voice. Then why is it, when you practice alone, you feel like that kind of voice simply doesn't exist inside your body? That's when you shrink back and choose only the songs that are easiest for you to sing. But this is exactly where you're going wrong. Do you know why you can't produce that voice? It's very simple. Do drawers 3 to 7 even exist inside your body? Ah, you already know the answer yourself. They don't. Good. That's the first step, recognizing that they don't. But even if they don't exist, you still want to sing like Claudio Villa, don't you? Well then, before you sing, you must first construct these 7 drawers inside your body. I know, you were born with drawer 1 and drawer 2, right? Everyone can push sound into the oral cavity and mask area and raise the soft palate. That's easy. But what about drawer 4? It doesn't exist, nor do drawers 3 to 7. So if you want to become a great tenor, you must first rebuild your internal breath structure. Do you understand? Right now, I possess drawers 1 through 7. I can sing in the style of any singer with ease. Study with me, and you will surpass anyone.